Hello everyone, welcome back to Corpse Party Blood Drive. And when we last left off, we finally finished the game chapter 10. But we are not done with Corpse Party Blood Drive, because there is a little thing of extra chapters here. So we have extra chapters 1 through 7, and I think there is an 8th chapter that opens up when we finish chapter 7, extra chapter 7. So we will start doing the extra chapters now, and my guess is it'll probably be like backstory to some characters or something like that. Make us more sad than we were originally at them dying and stuff. So it could be some interesting backstory that we might have wanted to look at before we moved on. But oh well. So we're going to go through there, and possibly it might be one episode per chapter depending on how long the chapters are. So, let's go ahead and start up with Extra Chapter 1. The Last Waltz. Morishige? Okay. So cold. My entire body hurts. That's right, I couldn't move a muscle. I couldn't move my body. It is as if I were paralyzed. I tried to focus my strength into my arms to wake them up, but... Pant. Gah. My left arm seems to be broken. The areas in the most pain are my left arm and the left side of my head. My shoulders seem to have taken the blunt as well. I lay on my stomach and turn my neck. The one muscle still mobile for me to see an immediate environment full of broken branches and crushed leaves. Oh, looks like I got caught on some branches and my ribs may be broken as well. What an ungrateful sight. I must be utterly helpless to boot. I mustn't allow Mayu to see me in such a state. Mayu. Please don't look at me. Stop staring at my insides. Shig, please. Yep, that's from the original game. Okay, so Shig died in the original game. And I guess we saw some more in the Book of Shadows. But why are we seeing him now? Is this what they're reliving whenever they're inside Nirvana, Heavenly Host? That mournful voice playing over my phone so clearly, Mayu's. I just couldn't get a sound of it out of my ears. It haunted me, my every thought, and shook me to my core. Sorrow and anger, hatred and remorse. My head was flooded with wave upon wave of emotion. I allowed my own morbid curiosity to bother me, using it as justification to disrespect or even desecrate the corpse of countless unfortunate individuals. What a beautiful specimen. She sparkles so perfectly in the dim light, innards ripe with red hue that bellies the finality of their situation. Her intestines are so thin and twisted. Ah, you sick man. My nameless angel. I shall preserve this perfection on my phone for all eternity. One corpse more than any that caught my eye. This nameless person I had never known in life as I initially assumed. She was a friend whom I cherished as it would a sister. She was the light that had kept me moving forward in this dark place. She was Mayu Suzimoto. But now, she was a stain. Her light snuffed out, leaving only darkness in my heart. Mayu. Sorry. I'm sorry, Mayu. I was... Ooh. I cried with every bit of my soul, penetrating the ugliness of my own physical form. As I lay there, bruised and broken, and covering my own vomit. Oh, covered in my own vomit, sorry. The pungent stench of bile filled my nose. Mayu. Tears kept on streaming. I was sobbing so hard. The airways had backed up, causing me to break out into fits of coughing. A sudden gust of wind shook the leaves on the trees, chilling my body and soul, filling my ears with the sound of rustling leaves. My head hurts. I feel sick. I had to move. I knew that if I didn't, I would wither and die here, besmirched by my blood and the contents of my own stomach. I attempted to stand, but the pain was disheartening. I balanced myself on my right arm and forced to climb back to my feet. I put my hand on the nearest tree, using it as a crutch to support my weight. Glancing back toward the school, I noticed a rusty tub next to the wall. It was full of water from the near constant rain. Oh, don't drink it, don't drink it. Okay, it's gonna do something. Every step I took brought a new, more intense pain. But I took the new steps nonetheless. Approaching the tub. Oh, the sound of him just like dragging himself along the ground. He was not my favorite character in the original game, don't get me wrong, but yeah. I squatted in front of it and pulled my face close to the water's surface. Cupping some rainwater in my right hand, splashed on my face, attempting to wash up the best I could. Another gust of wind shook the tree branches. Oh, and it brought a gift, a large plastic bag, which somehow found its way to my foot. I stare at it for a time. Keep it on my person as I painstakingly made my way back to the school. So he took the plastic bag, okay. And now we're back in Heavenly Host. I entered through the connected corridor between the main building and its annex. The only sound I could hear was that of my footfalls. From whence does the foul odor emanate? If not from all corners of this place. Dang, that's kind of poetic. And just how many living, breathing human beings remain within these walls? Mochida, Kishinuma, Nakashima, Shinohara, the class rep, Misui, Mochida's sister? Yuka, sorry. I haven't seen any of them in quite some time now. Have they all perished? Am I the sole survivor? Isn't an unreasonable proposition. Surviving in a place like this requires no small amount of determination. I peered into a random classroom through a broken door and saw a stack of corpses wearing sailor-style school uniforms. Bodies here as well. I don't recall them before. Such an odd space this is, devoid of day and night alike. Yeah, corpses decomposing. Yeah. Perhaps I'll be among the rotting masses tomorrow. As I walked along the old, rundown hallways, there's the scent that grew stronger and stronger as I approached my destination. Rusted steel, okay. Oh! The hall formed an S shape. Oh, the sound of the fly! Please stop. And there it was. Unmatched sight that would turn an ordinary man's stomach. Fortunately, mine had already been turned twisted. Ah, my use. Yeah. Sorry I'm late. I've come to pick you up, Mayu. Oh, don't pick it up. No. He's going to put her in the bag. I knelt before the splattered chunks of human flesh on the wall and opened the plastic bag. Ooh. Disgusted. Oh, and then they give us this cute cutscene back to the real world. There you are, Shig. What on earth kept you? I wasn't the only one waiting, you know. Teach wanted to see you perform, too. It's like I said earlier. You act so dazzling and full of life. Whether I'm standing next to you or watching from afar. You flatter me. Not at all. I just don't want to see you miss your big chance, you know. I'm sure there's a lot of crap to deal with, but there's an equal amount of good to come from it. And it wouldn't just be for you. For us who feel energized. Like me. Come on, let's go. I know you can do it. That was a very, very short cutscene. When I was young, I was highly prone to sickness. That resulted in me spending a large amount of time at home, alone. My parents were busy, they rarely ever had time for me. So I've learned that when I know my expectations aren't to be met, I'm better off expecting nothing from the very start. This philosophy made it easier for me to cope. When one's child behaves in such a manner, a responsible parent would exhibit some sign of worry, no, but mine did not. My father is a doctor, so his time at home was always at a premium. He would ask questions of me as if I were another of his patients. To me, he was less a father and more a physician. He rarely spoke and never smiled. I was terrified of my mother. Oh, and this terrified mother, sorry. Whose interactions with me always hesitant. This environment shaped me into a person. I am a person distrustful of his own parents. Oh, but he liked his grandfather. Good. But after he passed away, I had no one. Oh. If I hadn't met Mayu, I may never have known the joys of acting. Let's be together forever, Mayu. You should be all here now, right? Wait. Mayu's hairpin is missing. Where did it go? I searched the immediate area, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Did someone take it? Blast. I'm sorry, Mayu. I know it must be somewhere around here. I'll find it for you, I swear. This guy. Scooping up pieces of flesh into a plastic bag. No. Oh! Kizami. Oh, gosh, him. I'm beginning to think I'm the only person still alive here. You're not the only one. Oh, child spirit. It hurts, it hurts. I don't want to die. Why me? I did nothing wrong. Again? Die, everyone. Just die. It's your fault. It's all your fault. You're to blame. Oh. You're the one who climbed up there. This isn't anyone's fault. Okay. I don't care about the spirits. Let's go. Children, in reality, are merciless creatures, consumed with greed. The way they react when they're cornered is truly fascinating me. But those who have died and possess no physical bodies anymore are nothing more than balls of pure malice. When the spark of life is attached to the body, only then is it able to shine its brightest. I have no time for the dead. As I approached the auditorium, I heard a voice echoing from within. Is someone there? I looked inside and saw a young man standing on the stage. Had a plastic bag in his hand. Oh no! Shig! This night, on the northern Polaris, I do vow, for you, my dearest feelings to opine, my heart and soul cast as your worthy feet. 'Twas at the masquerade, our love did bloom. Our families quarrel, but my fate is to be drowned deep in the sighs. So song to song we danced. Our warm embrace shook loose the last resistance of our hearts. Then our lips exchanged the softest brush. Regret I bear for parting there with thee. Okay, I don't need all this poetry. Come on. This mad desire to burn within my heart. Oh, couldst I fly to thee for the very night, yet my flight perhaps thou were dismayed. My heart is reckless, stricken. Something about him just carrying like the bag of flesh is... He's covered in blood too. Just look at him. Thou is my greatest love, as blue's the sky. Yet fate grips me with thine to drive apart. Cannot we meet as lovers? I implore you, stars above, why tormentest thou? Okay. Oh, from Adam's kin. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, Morishige, I just don't really care. This is long. Oh my gosh, what's with this? Oh, if my hand's corrupt, I'll chop them off. If my tongue corrupt, I'll scoop it out. Okay, that's kind of interesting. If my eyes should defile you, out they come. On bended knee, I beg of thee to spurn. Is Kizami gonna cry? No, Kizami's gonna most likely just run up there and like curb stop him. That's Kizami. The man slowly, painstakingly dropped to one knee, as his soliloquy suggested he would. He began drawing his lips toward the plastic bag until I made him realize he had an audience. Oh! That clap! Oh! Who's there? Not a bad performance. I had no idea you were such a skilled bard. You, Kizami, was it? You remember my name. I'm flattered. I never imagined we truly would meet again, however. Like minds have a certain bond in here. Don't lump me in with you. I'm not like you at all. Your knife, it has blood on it. Oh my, I forgot all about that. That's right. Your interests lie in taking photos of the dead, don't they? I see. So you've been watching me after all. Far be it from me to criticize your pastime. Getting excited about the sight of corpses is certainly unique. Well, I suppose there's no harm in you knowing taboos don't exist in a twisted land such as this. Very true. It's up to each of us how best to use the time we have left in here. And you've chosen to run around killing people with yours. Oh, come now. You speak as if I'm some kind of serial killer. But I only kill those who catch my interest. A rose by any other name is just as sweet. I'm sure those who have caught your interest thus far would have no qualms calling you what you are. I am a person of interest, then, for you. Let's just say you're a contender. I'm not the only one killing people, you know. There's no difference whether you're killing by a living or a dead, is there? I suspect being killed by the dead is far more brutal experience. That's... Don't tell me you knew her. Would you give that to me? So this is a memento of the girl you love. Oh, does he have the hairpin? Oh. No. Then why do you want it? Because... Why should I bother explaining myself to you? I must have struck a nerve, as I was suddenly being attacked. Not that he was particularly good at it, though. I had no trouble at dodging. Watch it now. I wouldn't lunge at a man with a knife if I were you. I tossed the hairpin across the room, then grabbed Shig's right arm and began twisting it. Let go. That really hurts. But if I let you go, you're just going to attack me again, aren't you? Shut up. Just let go of me. Why would I do that exactly? My prey has been caught. It would be such a waste if I simply opened the trap. I placed the knife against his cheek. Oh no. Answer my question. The owner of that hairpin. What is your relation to her? Why do I have to answer your question like that? Don't get smart with me, boy. I don't like smart. Oh, twisted his arm even further. That crack. Looks like it must really hurt. Hurry up and answer my questions. Mayu's like a sister to me. She always been together. So that pace of a girl's name is Mayu then. Mayu's not dead. Mayu's not dead. She's not. You kind of have a bag of her innards, man. Pretty sure she's really dead. What's so funny? Oh, are you honestly telling me the girl smeared on the wall isn't dead? Yeah. One little stab to the gut is usually enough to take someone out, you know. Life is fragile enough. That's not even a recognizable human anymore. Mayu's alive, I know she is. Shig. I hear her from my phone. I heard Mayu's voice. She's right here. Are you telling me that bag? I just couldn't find her hairpin. So for that, I'm very grateful. Now let go. Let go of me. Oh! Shig bent and contorted his body until I could no longer hold on to him. Blood streamed out from the spot on Shig's cheek where I held the knife. He stumbled his way over to where Mayu's hairpin had landed. Now I have all of you. That's enough. That's enough, Shig. I finally found your hairpin. The one you were always wearing. This is absurd. You're just placating yourself, deluding yourself. All you have is a clump of meat you found in a hallway. Did Mayu ask you to gather her up in a bag? Be quiet. It's just your demented little way of soliciting forgiveness. You weren't able to protect her, so now you're desperately trying to atone for that. Shut your mouth! You were there for her in the time of need. You basically let her die. Shig was trying to look strong and control till now, but his cracks were starting to show. They always do after a time. She probably hates you for it. The man who failed to save her from a gruesome demise. I don't feel that way at all. I ran into some ghostly children just before coming here. If their grudges were all indication of this, Mayu's likely standing next to you right now, telling you hurry up to die already. That's not true, Shig. You're right. You have to be. I couldn't protect her. I'll let my precious Mayu die. It's not your fault. It was all me. I was so lonely, so lonely. I needed someone to talk to. I would have been happy if I was able to see you one last time, though. She meant so much to you, and yet you allowed her to die all alone. From this point on, you'll need to live with the guilt of that until the day you die. Or you can atone for your sins and take your own life. Mayu. I want Shig to live. Don't speak for me, you awful man. Mayu. I love you, you know. Oh! I was always too embarrassed to say it. But if I'd known this is how things would end, I would have. Mayu. That's why I don't want you to wind up like I did, okay? Morishige stared at my knife for a time, then reached out and grabbed it. Don't do it, Shig. I'm sorry I couldn't protect you. I love you. No! This is how he dies? Oh! I heard that knife stab. Just like that, he stabbed himself in the chest. With what little strength he had remaining, he then pulled the knife from his body. Blood poured from his wound, staining the area around him. Ooh, this geyser of blood! Oh. Please, no. Let's be together, Mayu. Shig fell to the floor. His eyes were wide open. Once he stopped writhing, I slowly walked over to his body. I then removed my knife from his hand and shook the blood from his blade. Death is what divides humans. It returns us all to nothing. It can either bring us eternal peace or eternal suffering. I'm glad this could come in handy. So tragic, yet so beautiful. We danced here today, Shig. So that's how Shig died? I was saying I didn't remember him dying in the original game. But I guess he seppuku, yeah. Soulful testimony. Okay. Yeah, that's about the perfect amount of time for an episode right there. So, we finished up Chapter 1. We'll go on to Chapter 2 next episode. And I'm guessing each episode is probably going to revolve around one character. That's kind of what I'm expecting. Because that one was about Shig. I don't know what other characters we could be talking about. I want Miss Kuon to have one, so it might be Chapter 7 or 6, maybe. But yeah, we'll slowly be learning more about people. So, yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. So, bye!